Welcome to anyone who is watching this, either pre-recorded or live. I'm trying to give, um, or trying to get this shared by everyone possible. So hopefully you guys see this. I see that Manga Otaku's already here. So welcome, welcome. Cool. I'm welcomed by Arceus and his girlfriend Britney. So welcome again, guys.
Hello, thanks for having us.
Yes, thank you.
Kyodantes, welcome as well. No, you're not. Okay. Not
Not
really
welcome,
sure.
or we not welcome here?
not sure.
Awesome.
Not sure what he meant by that. I think he's answering to Mongol Taku. So, anyways, we're here to talk about winter 2025 season. We're halfway, or is this week the halfway
Almost.
point?
We're at like week 5, or we just finished week 5, right?
Yeah,
For
this is like
most.
week 5. Yeah,
Week 5 and 4.
So essentially halfway.
We're basically
We're
halfway.
we're about a week away from the beach episode.
Episode, yeah. Or the festival episode.
Or the festival episode.
or the hot tub episode.
Or the yeah. Or the oops I fell on top of my sister episode. Yes. So gosh. Yeah, a lot of middle episode tropes here. So I think we kind of have a notion of what we're watching and what we're dropping by now. So I really wanted to do this live to just kind of talk about our current top 5, and maybe when the season ends, we'll talk about our top 5 of the season and how that changed from today, hopefully. So if we remember to do that live. So, but it hasn't been that long, has it?
Yeah. I think we did one in December, so yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my God.
been like a month.
A month or so.
It's better than last time. I think last time we waited like 4 or 5.
6 months.
Yeah.
I think it's like 6 months.
It was like 6 months.
I
Yeah.
think we did one in June, and then it was like December. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this one's a little bit better, I guess. Cool. We're gonna be talking about our top 5s. So if you guys have your list, I guess we'll start with. Oh, should we start with top 5, or should we talk about the ones that didn't get to our top 5 first?
I guess we should do the ones that didn't get
Okay.
there. Didn't reach.
Didn't reach. I have
Didn't reach.
2 that I want to mention.
Okay.
You go first,
Then you
man.
go first.
Yeah, 2 that I want to mention that are not part of your list, because I know before the video started, I mentioned some that are part of your list that I would have added. So I'm not going to mention those, but I'm going to bring this up to the screens for the viewers there. That middle one is the first one that didn't make my top 5 list.
Oh, Genshu.
Yeah.
I understand. It's good. I wouldn't say it's bad. It's decent.
It's better than it seems it is.
Yeah, I think the first episode I was like, and then I feel like slowly I got used to it.
Yeah.
I guess if that makes sense.
Yeah. It's funny. It's funny in its own way. It's its own unique reincarnation type of series, I guess.
Yeah. It's definitely unique. I mean, it's literally an animator.
Yes.
Getting reincarnated. I don't think that usually happens.
Yeah, so an animator being reincarnated, she essentially is living the life of one of her favorite movies from her youth. And the first 3 episodes is essentially her rewriting the history of the movie. And with it comes different things, but essentially episode 4, which is where I'm at now, she kind of like I guess she's in a point where she's living now a world that she's never seen.
Yeah, because everything's changed. I mean, from that one episode, it was like, wait, this isn't the plot. It skipped to like basically the end.
Yes.
So it's like, what the hell is going on? Which
Yes.
I don't even know where they're gonna go from there. It's like, okay.
Yeah, so I'm very interested. I'm hoping they introduce more survivors. That's kind of what I thought they were gonna do, because they talk about it being the last city that they live in. I feel like they just call it the last city because they don't know there's more people out there. I think there is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It probably is, yeah.
What's one of you guys' that didn't make it?
I don't want to say the same wrong one. So
Oh, you're not gonna say the same thing.
I'm just making sure. You go first.
But the one that didn't reach the top 5 is a core 2.
Okay.
Amagami Sisters.
Oh my gosh.
Amagami Sisters.
Yeah, it's not going to be on your little list because
It's gonna be from fall because it carried over.
Oh, okay. So continuation.
Yeah, no.
I like Amagami Sisters. I think it's a very interesting take on the harem genre, and I like all the characters, and I like the supernatural elements to it, along with how should I say, just like I don't know, I like just how
There it is.
different it is than from like most harems, I guess, and I think Core 2 is shaping up to be one of its like best in the series. I like that the cliches aren't like the normal cliches in normal harems, in my opinion, besides the first episode. But I like the characters. I like the story, and it's like a feel-good, chill show every week that kind of like just is like, wow, this is like a different take on the harem genre, and I like it a lot.
I'm gonna be honest. I saw the first episode. I didn't get into it, so that's why.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm not watching it. Well, I just don't watch harems in general, so I can't relate.
Yeah.
I just can't.
I like if it's in your face harem, like, and this one just felt like that. I don't watch. Where it's like maybe like a love triangle, maybe love triangle and a third girl. Like they're obviously harems, but those I'll watch. So
Yeah.
So yeah, this is kind of why I dropped it. How about you,
That's-
Brittany?
Why did I drop it, or
No.
no.
No, which other one? Which one did you want to mention that didn't really make your top 5?
I was gonna say there was 2, but the main one that I probably would have put on my list is 100 Girlfriends. And I know I just said I fucking hate it.
What?
This is different, okay? Because that's the whole point, is that he loves all the girls equally. There is no fighting, and they all love each other. So technically, it's not only a harem, but it is a yuri. So I love it. I don't know. It just gets goofier as you go on. And you can watch the sub and then get a completely different experience from the dub. Like, it's insane. It's insane. Literally, we were watching it because the dub just came out for, like, the first episode. And I was like, why is this so much, like, it's fun. It was funny. And then I'm like, I'm still laughing over it, even though I know exactly what's going to happen because they're saying different things. Or, like, it's just a riot. I mean, I just can't. I don't know if you're watching it, but you should. If you don't like harems, I don't know. It's just funny. It's just really funny.
Yeah, I dropped the first season for that reason.
It's just so silly. There's like, I don't
It's
even
like
know.
a family, you know? It's like a family
It's
harem.
the Rentaro family.
It's a family harem. Is that what it is?
They're all a family.
I can't let you drive. That's crazy.
It's really good. I know I'm a hypocrite, but I don't know. It's just like, it's literally like I really just want to know how is this author going to really make 100 girlfriends? He's already at like, or she, I don't remember if it's a he or she. They're at like 31 girlfriends.
It's a guy
right now.
It's a guy author, female artist.
Crazy.
Oh wow.
I don't know, and they're all different. None of them are the same. They all, are waifus. I just want to see it progress at this point. Like, I'm in it. It's like trash, but it's good trash, if that makes sense. And that's why.
It's good.
It's number 6.
Gosh, now I just saw a second one that I want. So there's 3 that I want to mention, but even given the worthless appraiser class, that's one that I'm really enjoying watching. Didn't make my top 5. It's a Otherworld series, and I was between this one and another Otherworld series, and the other one just beat it. A little bit because with the other series, I've read some of the light novel and manga, so it's closer to my heart. But this one's a really good series here in the middle. If you're looking for a Otherworld series where they're not shy about showing a little bit of gore, this is a good one
Yeah.
to pick up. I will say it's very much looking like it's also a harem.
It is kind of a harem. It is definitely a harem. He's basically married to 3 people already.
He's married to a guy there.
Oh, BL. There you go. You have a BL and then a straight. It's just,
Yeah, so it's just a family, like you said. He obviously only likes the first girl, though.
yes, of course. He likes the tree.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not a real person. It's a tree. Okay.
He likes the spirit of the tree.
So his other 2, the other wife and the husband, are real people.
All the sisters are trees.
All the sisters are trees.
Yes, but anyway.
Gonna get some nasty splinters.
Yes. And then another one that I wanted to mention, honorable mention, is this one. I have a crush at work.
Let's go, man.
It's okay.
Uh,
I understand.
have you seen it?
Yes, we watch so many shows. We're watching like 25 to 30
I'm watching
shows.
32 shows.
Yeah, he's crazy. I'm watching like 25.
That's
So he's watching stuff that I'm not.
That's a lot of shows.
That, it's just, I don't know. It's okay. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just like, I really loved like Otaku, and I was hoping for like that type of office vibes. But this is like on the other spectrum of like an office romance. You know?
Yeah.
So good.
So, but it's good. I'm not saying it's bad.
Yeah, I like I don't know. It's the more mature romance aspect of it that I liked it. It's not the typical high school romance that we get.
Yeah, the 99% of romances that are in high school.
It's great.
Yes.
I love it.
I like it though. Yeah. Okay. Now we're getting to our real 5s.
So our real 5s, and Caleb Watson said, "I'm late. Did y'all already discuss honey lemon soda?"
Lemon soda.
No,
Is
we have not. It is in someone's list.
Oh, okay. I don't remember. It's not on mine.
It's on mine. It's on my list.
Oh, okay.
And Mongo say, "Yo, Kildantis had a lot of comments there, back and forth on what we were saying. So, thank you guys, those that are in. Keep commenting. Okay, let's start with number 5, and we'll do ladies first.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna like butcher this, but it's the Tasokari Hotel one.
Who are you, Hotel?
Who are you, Hotel? It's probably like way at the bottom.
Yeah.
It's based off a game, and I read about that, how it's based off a game, but I don't know. I love that it's like it's a mystery. It has some horror, not really horror, but it has a little bit of horror elements. It's just interesting. I mean, it's like a completely, it's kind of like he mentioned, it's kind of like Death Parade.
Yeah.
You know? Because these people don't know if they're dead or not. They say, and they have to figure out who they are. And obviously the characters are all helping them figure it out. Then that's kind of it. I mean, the most recent, not this past week, but the week before, was like an anime original episode. Because they're going based off the games. Like a case, basically, if you want to call it, each case, or each episode, is like a different person. Mm-hmm. And one of them, they just made up, the author of the game, or however you want to say that, just made up this insane episode. And I'm like, they did not just do all this. Like, there's a lot. I don't want to spoil anything because I want people to watch it. But it's just like, you're like, okay, I get the gist. And then you're like, what is going on? It's just getting crazier and crazier.
Dang.
As like things go on. So I just think it's interesting. I really like mystery shows. So, and you'll see that from my list. But I really like those types of shows.
I actually watched the first episode.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I did, yeah. So this is one of those that it's a little bit harder to find. Right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
like,
I understand that. It is.
In the sense of it's not legally streamed.
Yeah, no. That's why it's all the way at the bottom.
Yeah, as well as the Office one, actually. The Office one, I believe, is also...
it's really hard to find.
Yeah.
Well, If they don't want us to illegally get it, then they should make it easier to find.
Find the one.
Yes, yes. I agree. I mean, there should be like, well, logistics. But anyways, yes, it is a good one. I did watch the first episode. I really enjoyed the mystery aspect. Death Parade is a really good comparison. Well, actually, I don't know. Does it get that deep into like maybe suicide and all that, or
No, I would say that it's a less. I haven't. I watched the first episode.
Death Parade, they're already dead. All of them. Everyone that comes there is dead. But in this one, they don't know if they're dead or alive. Basically.
Yeah.
So you could be alive, and most of them have been alive.
Yeah, in the first episode, the girl the Tara girl, she was alive.
Like I said, it just gets weirder. The next one, it's like you might be alive, but if you don't go quickly, you're gonna die. And it's like, okay, thanks. Basically. So.
Wow.
I don't know. It just gets wilder from there. I would recommend watching it, especially episode 4. I really liked episode 4. So.
Nice. Well, we'll go to your number 5. Arceus, your number 5.
I think number 5's got to be Sakamoto Days.
Okay, Sakamoto Days, which
Sakamoto Days.
Days.
Most internet disagreement having it at number 2, but okay.
It's all the way at 5. Yeah.
Sakamoto Days is the new Shonen Jump property that it looks like they're trying to monopolize on because Demon Slayer, My Hero, and Jujutsu Kaisen have all basically ended in the manga. So I think they're trying to, adapt stuff like Blue Box and Witch Watch and Sakamoto Days to be like these new heavy hitters to replace them and everything. And I think Sakamoto Days is very good. For a guy that basically used to be an assassin, now is starting a family, kind of it's kind of like Spy Family, but I'd say it's a little bit better, to be completely honest. And he gains weight, and he's still an assassin, but he can't kill because that's their number 1 rule, basically. And I just think it's a blast. All the characters that we've met so far of all the episodes that I've watched are just very fun. It's very, it's the right amount of action that I would say that I like. Has a little bit of action, has a little bit of comedy, has a little bit of wholesomeness with the family and everything. And the characters are just fun. I mean, characters make a anime, I feel like, for me, along with the story. So I like all of them, and I like that this series is very well, being adapted wise.
Yeah. This is one that, again, didn't make my 5 because I haven't seen much of it, but I'm in agreement. I think Shonen Jump right now is trying to find its money bag or its next money bag, which they pretty much have still Jujutsu Kaisen to finish when it comes to the anime, at least.
Well, yeah, but the manga isn't.
Yeah,
it's done, so that's what they're kind of.
How about Kaiju number 8?
Kaiju number 8 Shonen Jump Plus.
So it's not regular.
We're starting to see a lot of Jump Plus titles be more centered because we got Dawn of Dawn and Spy Family and Kaiju number 8.
Yeah.
Those are all more popular than just in Shonen Jump. There's really nothing left on Shonen Jump.
Man, there's Hunter x Hunter and One Piece, and then everything else is like from the 2020s, Because Yozakura ended, Undead Unlock's gone. Trying to remember, I thought something else ended, but yeah.
But even those, even those compared to Hunter x Hunter and One Piece, they're fairly new.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what I mean, is that every other manga is right now from the 2020s. Like, I mean, that's it's all new stuff that came out 4 years ago.
And they don't have a lot of material either.
Yeah, so 200 chapters at most.
If that.
Nice. Someone put but Netflix.
Or Sakamoto.
Yeah, Sakamoto Days. I agree. I guess to an extent. I guess I understand what they mean. I'm not too angry with Netflix right now as I used to be.
They've been doing better about like releasing it weekly. I mean, they've been simul dubbing a lot of stuff.
I don't know if they're talking about the price or if they're just.
Oh well, Netflix is always expensive, but that's why you pirate if you don't have money. So I'm just saying, if you really don't got.
You're gonna make him lose his monetization.
I'm sorry.
No, no. I'm not monetized right now, so you can say whatever you want.
Have a little One Piece hat on, and you'll be good.
Yeah. No, I think there's two aspects to it. Yes, I think they just announced an increase on their price, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, everything's increasing. You can't even win. I'm pretty sure Crunchyroll increased like.
Oh God! Did you hear about Crunchyroll and getting like hacked and everything?
Oh my
like
God.
they.
A few weeks ago.
They like online. They put all their people's emails and passwords online. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's all craziness.
Sorry.
No, yeah.
Sakamoto Days, yeah.
Sakamoto Days, yes. Back to the Netflix. I think maybe she's talking about also. So Sakamoto Days is released weekly. Not sure if that's what she is against.
I mean, I remember the first Netflix seasonal anime I watched was Komi Can't Communicate, and they just like butchered that, like real bad.
They haven't, yeah. They really butchered. I mean, we really loved Uncle from Another World, and they butchered the hell out of that.
Yeah, but they've been doing better. They've been doing better with their weekly stuff. They still have shows that they release all at once, but I'm not too mad with Netflix right now. Other than the price. The price I would understand. So, okay, so for me in number 5, I'm going to put this one right here. I may be a guild receptionist, but I'll solo any boss, I believe, to get, is it free time or...
Overtime, so that she doesn't have any overtime.
To clock out on time.
On time. Yeah. To clock out on time. That's what it is.
It's a long title.
That's a long title. Yeah. At least it says exactly what it is.
Yes. So this one beat the Appraiser one. Again, it's close to my heart. I've read some of the manga, read some of the light novel. So I actually what I'm watching is new to me now. So which is nice. I guess. But yeah, it's a funny one.
I love the character. I mean, he keeps joking that because obviously we have like so many female characters, especially this season, that are just like no nonsense. You know, they command the room type time. Yeah. And she's just like, don't talk to me, like, and then she just like gives everyone like a disgusting look because all she wants to be is a guild receptionist. She does not want to fight.
Yeah, she wants a tranquil life. Like that's what she wants. Give her a tranquil life. But
a nice bath, a nice house.
Yes. So, the first 2 episodes really give you a good sense of what the series is about. It's definitely one of the better Otherworld series that there is right now. So yeah, that's my number 5. Okay, number 4.
Number 4. Continuing with like the mystery stuff, I have Dr. Detective. I know there's more to that name, but I'm just Dr. Detective. You get the whole gist just from that.
Dr. Detective. Yeah. Amaku MD.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, if you love like actually medicine and like a woman, basically it's like all those doctor shows that it's like they want. I almost want to say people are like, oh, it's like House MD. Not that I really ever watched that, but it's basically just like this girl is going through these like these abnormal medical mysteries in a sense. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's some people that get killed because of these, you know, weird anomalies, but in other cases, they're perfectly fine. It's just like something really strange that has happened. Like I think it was the second episode. It was talking about a curse. Not so, it was the third episode. It was talking about like a cursed video, and she's like, "There's no such thing as a cursed video," and then she goes about like proving that there isn't. Basically, it's just interesting, and I'm like, it's interesting to watch a show where you're like, I don't know what's gonna happen next, especially if you don't know anything about medicine, because you're not gonna figure out what the heck it is. So it's just really interesting. You can't just be like, oh, it's probably this, or that person's alive, or that person killed that person. You know?
Yes. I like it. I like it just because of what you said. It's compared like to House or Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah. I do like
Um,
those types of things.
I mean, yeah, it's literally Grey's Anatomy, the anime.
yeah, that's basically what it is.
Oh, well, you know, they're not trapped in the hospital. She goes out.
She does go out.
She goes
Yeah.
out. I don't know. It's just
That's the closest thing to it. The guys in anime.
Yeah. I would say it to me it's not a series that I wait week after week for.
well, I mean, considering recently they've been doing like cliffhangers and like
Oh really?
you know it's not just like a one episode and then you get your conclusion. It's like it goes into the next, it goes into the next, and so you're like, oh my goodness, like how like literally right now where it's been like 3 episodes and I'm like, how are they still doing this same like idea for like? Cause she's still trying to figure it out. She figured one thing out, and then there's more to it, and it's like, what the heck's going on?
Huh.
That's why it draws me to go back every week, and it's gonna be completed, so I really can't go wrong with that. That it's a completed series,
Yeah.
so can't complain.
Can't complain on that. How about you, Arceus? What was your number 4?
Number 4 is Blue Box, man. Another Core 2 show from last
Just
season.
going on those, man.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Blue Box is pretty. I've heard a lot of good things. I haven't seen it. I've only seen the first
You haven't
episode.
seen it. That's shocking.
Blue Box? Oh my gosh, man. It is amazing. Oh my god. I love it, dude. I don't like sports animes, but I like this sports romance. Like, it's so good. Like, it's really good. I don't know.
How good is
very-
it?
Okay.
How
Well,
good is it? Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't
10
think
out of
it's a 10 out of 10, but it's pretty close to a
you
masterpiece
just-
in my opinion. It's about this guy, Taiki. So he's part of the badminton club, and Chinatsu is a part of the basketball team. So Taiki has a crush on Chinatsu, and basically they both push each other to be, to like,
Be
I want-
better.
Yeah, to be better,
Yeah.
and, not just themselves, but the sports. They encourage each other. The girl starts living with him.
Because of course.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason, but yeah, of course. And they start, bonding, and they start bonding basically, and we start realizing that people can actually lose tournaments, and they can actually lose games, and that it's not just all about winning.
Yeah.
And it's not all about that, like, you're going to win this competition because you're pretty decent, if not very good at the sport. Like, there's always people better than you. And I like the cast that we got his friend, we got Hina, who's his childhood friend. We got one of his senpai characters that's a lot better than him and everything. And the girls also got the same. And it's just cool that it goes back and forth on. We get to see the sports, and then we get to see some romance between the two. We get to see some sports and romance. I think it's a very perfect balance of the characters and their interactions. And this new arc, we got who's his childhood friend.
Don't spoil it.
Yeah, I won't spoil it. But basically,
Some stuff starts happening.
some stuff starts happening between him and his childhood friend. But you just gotta find out. If you you gotta find out.
You gotta find out what that stuff
Like,
is.
here's all the spoilers. This is exactly what's happening. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm really, really, really behind, and he's killing me over this.
I love it, man.
I'm on like episode 5. He's on like it's like at 20 or something now.
It's like
Bruh.
17.
I'm really behind.
I watched only the first episode. What I liked about the first episode for this one was the good mixture of drama and sports.
Yeah.
That's kind of the hit or miss for me with sports. if it's all about the sport, it's not
It's
for me.
boring.
Yeah.
I don't know the sport. It's definitely interesting. I like it. I'm just, waiting till
Just waiting for Heenan to get out of the picture.
get out of the picture. I don't need no other woman in my love story.
Okay. It's not your love story. Kidding. So I want to mention my number 4, but I know someone else has this one. So it's gonna be Medalist, which
Yes.
is right here. You go.
I hope it's at the top. I'm
It's
kidding.
not that high, but it is released by Disney Plus / Hulu. So Medalist, 13 episodes promised. I'm on episode 4, I believe.
Well, wait, what episode we just do? 5?
5.
Yes, because that's the part 1. Then
Okay, so
where she's in a competition.
yeah,
Right?
yeah. So another good sport series. I honestly like again the good mixture of drama between just the little girl figuring out, what's for her. As a teacher, I have a lot of kids like this that
Yeah.
they're just not so good in the classroom, but when it comes to like their activities, they shine the most. And if that is what fuels them, then that's what we try to encourage them with. So it's very inspiring to see like the story of this little girl pushing hard. I very interested to know more of her sister's story.
Yeah.
Because I mean we get snips and bits here and there, but the mom just seems way too traumatized. So-
Yeah.
so-
I mean, I think episode 4 kind of like resolved that though, a little.
a little, but I still feel like
I
the
think
mom.
it's just picking a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, the mom's still protective about like it. Like I
And
understand.
It makes sense.
It's
It makes sense.
It was an injury, yeah. But like, where's her sister? Have you questioned that?
What do you? Where's her sister?
Do we see her in episode 4?
Yes, she comes for the
Yeah, oh.
the tournament. What are you
Oh my
talking-
gosh! Oh my
She's
gosh!
literally there.
Yes, but in the first 3 episodes.
No, she's not in it because
So-
she's probably in college.
Well, yeah, but still, it's like there's no communication. It's like the sister just. I don't know.
Yeah, that's like you.
What? Oh my goodness. Well, I'm sure she's just busy.
Oh, sure.
Leave it alone. It's not important. It's about our little girl and best boy. I don't remember his name.
Best
Blonde-
boy. So
Best boy.
Inori is the girl. The guy, what's his name? I guess it's right there.
Blonde
Su-
boy.
Sukasa. Sukasa.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, Sukasa.
Because I guess I can mention it now. This is my number 2, so I'm deeply offended.
Oh my gosh! No. It's actually higher than. Look at the rating. It's 8.06.
It has an 8. It's that, and even the manga has an 8. That's what's crazy about it.
So this is not listed in order of
No,
rating.
it's in order by how many people are watching it.
Oh, okay.
That's what you have. You can change it
Yeah,
to it by rating.
yeah. That's what I wanted, but okay, well.
Okay.
Anyone watching Medalist in the chat?
I know. You guys should talk. This is my favorite. I guess I won't repeat it when it gets to number 2. Because this is my number 2. It's probably my favorite. I love ice skating. I also, one of my top animes is also Yuri on Ice, so that I'm biased by it. But I don't know. It's just nice to see like a different perspective of, yes, the girl has a lot of talent, but it's like she's starting late. There's other like obstacles she has to go through. She's like right at the cutoff, and then her coach literally is like was in a similar position as her and wants to encourage her to do better, so it's nice to see like the adult dynamic and then also the kid, because you're seeing both dynamics of like an adult figure skater and then like a child in that same situation.
Yeah, and her bum sister just shows up. So.
Yeah.
Sister, why are you saying?
I'm just saying, the first 3 episodes, you're like, it's all about her sister failing in life, and that's why she has to wait. She only has 1 year, and then
and then you're not going to be able to do this anymore. And it's like, what the hell, mom?
yeah, yes.
I
It,
do not like the mom, man.
it's the first time she sees her smile in a long time. She's like,
She's like,
okay, but you only got till you're in middle school.
Literally, it's like, what the mom? I understand, like, it's a lot on the kid, and then if they get seriously injured, that ruins them. Like, especially if it's, like, they tear their tendon, or, like, they break their leg, that could be a lot on a kid, especially at that age. So, I understand in, like, the parent perspective, you don't want your kid to get hurt, but it's like, your kid is, like, enjoying their life. Like, let them do it.
I guess I don't understand the sport completely
enough.
enough.
Oh, you can get
enough really... enough to understand, the injury level, I guess.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're jumping on ice. I don't know how else to describe it. If you're twirling at a really high speed,
I jump on top of concrete.
Right on your leg, you're gonna snap your leg right in two. I mean that I mean, if you've ever gone ice skating, usually like your ankle really hurts if you haven't gone like in ever because you don't have any like muscle strength there. Yeah. So if you like land wrong on your ankle, there you go, your ankle's broken.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's my ice skating 101.
That's metal.
I guess my my ignorance placed it on fourth for that reason. That's okay. Sports are not usually my top. I'm proud of myself to have a sport anime on my top 5. So
I'm surprised to have 2 of them.
What do you mean 2?
Blue Box and Medalist.
You don't have it in your top 5.
Oh, no, not just watching.
Oh, just watching in general.
Oh, yeah.
Multiple sport animes, it's gotta be crazy.
So it's number 6. I just placed it on rankings, so it's number 6. Which, by the way, we didn't even mention this in the beginning, but spin-offs and season 2s are dominating. Like, you can see just how many season 2s are in the top 9, top 10. So
I will say, it is pretty cool that literally after all of the season 2s, that's like literally the next one to be rated so high. I mean, it even passed like some like the hunt, it passed like Happy Marriage and all that, but it's number 6. That's pretty good.
It's pretty good,
It's the hidden gem of the season. That's what I've
been
calling it.
More people need to watch it. It's just, I almost cry in like every episode, and I almost scream in every episode. It's like you get a mix of emotions.
Yeah. I will say, I just saw the Ave Muchika, the Dice cast. I watched the first episode. I really liked it. I've never liked any Bang Dream stuff.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
I don't
know if you watched that one.
It's like a side story of some of the characters. Yeah. Very dramatic. Yeah. Anyways, top 3.
Top 3. Okay.
Okay.
Is gonna be fun. I don't think anyone expects this, but I really, really, really enjoy this. But it's Dad got reincarnated, so it's like the villainess of the season, but it's a dad as the villainess.
From bureaucrat to villainess.
The bureaucrat, yeah. But the thing is like Dad got reincarnated.
Yeah.
And like a little tiny bit. I don't know. I've seen a lot of villainous story. Obviously, it's like, oh, it's a girl getting reincarnated, and there's love in this. Obviously, this man does not want to date any dudes. He has a wife and a child at home. He don't want any of that, So it's just a comedy, and like he's literally like faking his way to the top because obviously he doesn't know like royalty stuff and like how to be proper. But because he was like in the government and like he did like a lot of formal stuff. He just like is like, oh well, this makes sense to do this, and then it's like, I don't know, it's just funny to see this Japanese man be like, yes, I want to thank the chef for my meal, basically, and it's like, or like his fatherly side comes through, like literally, like, I think it's the first episode where he's supposed to be mean to the main girl, Annadol, and then she's like. Then it goes into like the mother, and it's like, your parents must be really proud of you. Like I just can't. It's stuff like that it just makes it really enjoyable for me because it's like you're like, oh, this is what's gonna happen, and then it's like, no, he's just gonna like completely subvert the plot that you think.
Nice.
So, yeah, that's why it's my number 3.
That's all right.
He doesn't really. He's gonna drop it.
Does it connect back to his kids?
Yes, it does.
Okay,
It actually does. So episode 4, 5,
Yes.
the most recent one, it actually connects back to the kid. I don't really want to spoil it, but he's not really dead, so he's actually in a coma,
okay.
so he's not really reincarnated. But it could whatever spoil me. He's not dead. He's in a coma, so he's like transported in the game.
Wow. Okay.
In a sense, his
okay, I don't want to make too many questions, but that's the sense I got from the opening and closing. Is that
exactly all the spoilers you could need. That's exactly what it's showing is what happens.
Kyo says, "Don't want to spoil it. Spoils it." Mongo says, "Medalist so peaked. Love the medalist." This is from Rudy. I used to hate sports anime, but with Kuroko, made me want to watch more anime. So that's sports. So yeah. A lot of people love medalists, obviously. Seems like we got a lot of lovers of medalists here. So
I'm getting roasted in the chat.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't say everything, but you need to watch the show. That's why I spoiled a little bit of it.
Yes. Okay.
No, it doesn't.
Arceus, your number 3.
Number 3.
I left my A-rank party to help my former students reach the dungeon depths.
Are you? Yep, right there.
Is that ready?
Yes.
Really
oh
good.
Gosh. Okay. Wow. Coincidence.
I don't know why. Don't ask me.
What do you mean? It's big.
No. Continue. Explain why you think it's
amazing, man. Everything about it is great.
So action, adventure, fantasy, and yeah, you named it harem.
Harem. Let's go. Let me just say, if you like Mushoku Tensei, it is literally Sylphie, Roxy, and Eris as the main 3 girls.
Oh.
Basically.
Okay.
And they look just like them, first off. And in the dub, literally, who is it? It's not Sylphie, it's the other. Roxy and Eris are the literal blue and red-haired girls.
Yeah.
So literally, they saw that and they're like, "Yes, this is Mushoku Tensei."
Yeah, I mean, I saw the first episode and it just felt like fangirls of an OP character who was underrated, essentially.
PG-13
What's
version.
really funny is that it's literally nothing like Mushoku Tensei at all.
Man, I'm just saying the 3 girls are kind of like the girls in it.
I like the show. I like that. He left his A-rank party. By himself instead of this whole banished trope that we've got. And then, instead of the, him leaving, on his own accord, I like that. So then, I think the art and animation is very beautiful. I like that. I like all the characters, and the fights are impressive. The story is very chill and entertaining and fun to watch. What?
That's all we can say. I will defend him and say that I do like it. I do like the show. And I literally looked at him when we were watching and I said, I feel like this is a harem, but it doesn't have the harem tag. So then we went into the manga and it was like, this is a harem. Why does it not have the harem tag? And then not even like a day later it gets the harem tag.
Oh gosh.
And I was like, yep. I will say it doesn't feel like a harem until probably way later. Because they're like, it's not like he's going to pick any of these children. He thinks of them as kids, so he's not going to pick them.
He's just training these kids to,
Yeah, but no, you can tell it's a harem. They're fangirling over him.
Yes, they're like, oh my goodness, you're our leader.
Yeah.
You're going to teach us everything. You're so cool.
It's fun.
We're all underage.
I hope I'm happy it's 2 cores. It deserves having 2 cores. It's great.
Okay, so this is my number 3, and I think Arceus has this one as well. Is this your number 2?
This is my number 1.
That's your number 1?
This is my number 1.
Okay, at least I'm not crazy enough to put it at number 1.
This, and I'm gonna fight you guys on this so hard. I'm the voice of a reason.
That's my number one of the season, man.
Medica Kurua is impervious to my charms.
No, it's big.
Absolute garbage. You know what he did? He made me watch the most recent episode today because I was like, oh, I'm good. I don't need to watch it. And then the whole time I'm like, this is really your favorite show this
This is
season.
awesome.
I do not like this show at all. I'm still watching it. I hate watching it at this point. I don't know. Why do you like it? I need to know. I need to know, Urban.
Me?
Yes!
Okay.
You of all people.
Okay.
Let's go.
It is a little bit of everything.
Okay.
Okay. It has great action scenes. No, I'm kidding. So let's focus on the guy first. The guy character is it's hilarious. Like
It's amazing.
he is misunderstood by everyone in the sense of he comes off as a cool guy and really all he is this guy who wants to be abstinent as much as possible, but he's being toyed because they think that he doesn't want anything to do with girls, but he does. He definitely does.
Yes.
I'm seeing a bunch of good trash on. So I mean I see the good word there though. so
What are these comments? I can't even.
okay, now
Hey,
the romance, although it
romance.
does get trashy at points, the romance is actually very essentially cute. Like
it's great.
it in the sense of like there is definitely girls that do that.
Yes.
As a
I'm
teacher,
pretty
I
sure-
see it all the time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the author even wrote it and said that there was a girl in his class that was just like that.
Yeah,
Like Mona.
yeah.
I don't know. Guys, there's
They
definitely people like that.
there is guys like that. Not a lot, but there's guys like that. But they're both falling in love with each other slowly, and they just don't know it, or they're fighting it almost. And then in the most recent episode that released today, there is now a love triangle in the story.
Love triangle, let's go.
Yeah, so which is with a first year who secretly likes Medaka, but Medaka doesn't know who this person is. But they kind of compete for him in this episode. What?
He doesn't know anybody. He's just in his own little world.
This show's awesome. This was the best episode today.
Yeah, it's great. Is it trashy? Yeah, it does get trashy here and there. But it's hilarious. It's funny. The romance, I feel like it's more realistic than some of the romances that you can get.
Yep.
Like you do get these type of characters in real life. Like, let's be honest.
I don't want
Yes.
to see real life stuff.
No, I want to see this. I've never experienced it.
Oh yeah, of course you haven't. Why would you? I don't know. I think the thing is, it's like I don't like the girl character. It's like once you see that he's like a little interested, just give up. But obviously she likes him and blah blah blah. But then you're telling everyone, no, I don't like him at all. And I'm like, just
See, Urban, we've made great points that the chat shut up about it.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
They know it's good.
That's a lie. They know it's trash. They're just begrudgingly trying to wait for it to be over.
It's
I
the
understand though.
it's the sense that she
They said free.
no
It's big, man. It's big.
no this the girl is annoying,
We can agree with that at least.
but I feel like we're gonna get a 7th or 8th episode where we get an explanation of why she is the way
Let's
she
go,
is,
David. Let's go.
and we're gonna cry. I
I want some character development of her. She's still.
We will. We will get it.
Oh,
we
you
will.
read it. Of course you have.
We will.
I feel like we will. I feel like we will, and I feel like we're gonna
Look.
cry.
I'm just saying. There's like 200 chapters in the manga. That's too long. Nothing's happened.
We're skimming these chapters.
Nothing.
Yeah, they skimming these chapters like, ooh, we got 3, 4. Like,
I just can't.
That tells you that this series is good. If it has 200 chapters,
Yeah.
it would have ended by now.
Somebody likes it.
there you go. There's an audience.
There's an audience of teenage boys who wish that was them.
We're not teenage boys.
You know
It's
what?
great, Irvin. I think you said it. The comedy is just there. Like it's just really funny.
It's a good shonen romance. I
Yes.
want to say that. Is it the best romance this season? No, but we'll get there. Okay, number 2s.
Well, you just skipped me. We already talked about Medalist.
Yeah,
but
so we'll revisit it real quickly up here. Her number 2,
That's why it's my number 2.
Medalist, very well deserved. If you haven't seen it,
Number 2.
Hulu, Disney Plus, or find it wherever you want to find it.
Yeah, exactly.
So, okay, you're number 2, Arceus.
My number 2 is Neat Otaku Kunoichi.
Oh my gosh.
There's silence in the chat.
I'm not gonna defend you on this, Arceus.
If you liked, what was that show? The Magical Girls show, Gushing Over Magical Girls, then you like this.
What? No, there's nothing alike.
Dude, it's even lower than the Impervious one. Okay, dude, it's right next to Yami Shabi season 14. Oh my gosh. Okay,
I get it.
Oh, it's next to Fruit Master on the same row. Let's go.
Yeah, and Fruit Master is not something to be proud of.
Why do you like the neat one?
I love this show, man. It's got the romance. It got the 25-year-old dude that's living with this girl that, clearly has feelings for him and everything. And they're ninja girls and everything. And they defeat monsters and they go on dates, the main dude and girl. And there's other guys and girls that go on dates and everything. And it's just like, it feels like an adult romance.
Get Arceus out of here. That's what someone said.
Yeah, I can't defend you on this one, dude.
Did he drop it?
Of course he did. Look, I get tortured weekly by this one, and he shows me clips. And the only reason I say that I compare it to Gushing Over Magical Girls is because there's 2 characters, especially one ninja that is just way too freaking horny, and literally reminds me of the people from Gushing Over Magical Girls. Way too horny. Literally, you touch them, and it's like literally the main girl from Gushing Over Magical Girl, and it's like, please stop. I don't want to see this.
I think people are making me think I like more ecchi than it seems. It's literally just a show.
It's not really ecchi. That's not terribly ecchi. It has its romance aspect, but it's like, it's a neat. I mean, like, what are you expecting out of a neat to really romance you?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Twist, not a woman.
It's right next to Yami Shabi season 14, though, dude.
Did you drop it, Irvin?
Yeah, obviously I did. I'm not watching 20 plus series like you guys are. I'm a realist. I stick to about 8 or 7, and then
I don't get a choice. I have to sit down, and he just shows it to me against my will.
I'm also watching Sweet Home from
Alabama?
Netflix. No, not Alabama. Sweet Home, which is a live action, and I just finished Alice in Borderland, another live action, and I'm also watching Kingdom, which is another live action. So I've been trying to watch live actions to just kind of compare them to the mangas or manhwas as well. So yeah, and those are longer episodes because sometimes they're like a whole hour and a half or an hour long episodes, in compared to the 20 episodes or the 20-minute episodes that the anime are. So
Well, no, I like it. I think it's fun. I mean, I don't know. I feel like a lot of the shows I like are just kind of like romances of things.
you like shonen romance, and no one's gonna judge you for it other than the whole internet, but that's okay. Okay, my number 2 is Honey Lemon Soda, and I will stand by it. I know it's a series that already has a live action and it has history already, I didn't know much of it. So when I first saw it, I was like, wow, this is actually pretty cute. Um, it's a cute series. I am a little annoyed with the main character
Yes,
a little bit,
very much so.
just because she's just kind of like still very timid. And it's like, okay, he broke the shell a few episodes ago. You gotta get more confidence.
Get your feet on the ground, girl.
At least she better than Mio from My Happy
I
Marriage.
can't with him. Yeah, she's basically just Mio from My Happy Marriage. And yeah, I like My Happy Marriage. I'm not saying anything bad about it, but like those types of characters just really irk me. And I understand like, oh, past trauma, whatever, whatever, but it's like you have a support system now and it
Yeah.
feels like you're just like you get like one step and then it's like 20 steps back. And it's like you're not growing at all.
Yeah.
That's what sometimes.
That's the only complaint I have too about the show.
Yeah.
But I like Honey Lemon.
I like the characters, like all the side characters are really fun. I like that her class kind of like it's like a basically like the whole class is every character. So, like, you know, the whole thing is all of the class.
Yeah.
is
I wouldn't go that far, Arceus, to call her trash. She is adorable. She is still an adorable character. But yeah, I mean, and even the guy character, he
And Arceus.
better, yeah. Even the guy character, he pushes her a little bit too much.
He gives me the ick sometimes because he has his issues.
So we going
obviously.
back to Condition called Love being in this show?
Yeah, for sure. It's basically just that show.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's like rebranded.
Yeah, I think this is I still think this is honestly the best romance we have. It is a shoujo romance, I would say, less than a shonen romance. So if you're not into like the drama stuff, then yeah,
It's definitely drama.
yeah. So reconnect here.
So messed up.
Yeah, yeah. I think we are reconnected. Good. Okay, so we are gonna talk about our number ones now, and I think have we mentioned someone's number one, right?
His.
Arceus. Arceus number one. We'll revisit it. Medaka Kuruwa is impervious to my charms.
Oh, we're gonna go right to him. Skip over me, I guess.
No. We're just gonna revisit his because we already talked about it.
Yeah.
So
For some reason, that's his number one. We don't know why.
this is number one, 6.48. Good for you, Arceus.
So proud.
Wow.
So many better things that you could have put at number one.
Those are my grades, 64.8%.
Gosh. Am proud. Okay.
And you need a 60 to pass, so I technically did that.
Oh gosh. Okay, well let's talk about Britney's number one.
All right. So.
Trash! Ugh, sorry.
Oh my gosh, he does not like this show. It is Apothecary Diaries.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And the time started. I don't know.
I don't
You don't dislike it.
I don't dislike it. I haven't watched or heard enough about it. But it's a number two.
Women, definitely for women. Okay, I understand that men probably won't like this. It's also a mystery type show. I love my mystery shows. Like literally 3 of these are mysteries. Just insane. I don't know. This is literally the 2nd season of it, and like the 1st season was already a wild ride, and I'm already in this like I just can't even fathom what's going on anymore. Obviously, there's a hint of romance, as we all enjoy, because obviously the main 2 leads are going to eventually, hopefully, end up together. But very, 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 very slowly, because that's not the point of the show. I don't know. I just love it. Mama is just best girl. I just like her character. I mean, you really don't see a lot of girls that are just like, they hate, like, every male character. They don't want to deal with them. They're just kind of like, well, I like my hobby, which is her apothecary stuff, and she's like, this is all I care about, pretty much. She's like, I just do what I have to do to get by. But then, she just has her ways of solving all this different stuff that I'm like, I didn't even think that could be a way to solve it. It just, I think I really like it because I can't think of what's going to happen. And every single episode, it's kind of like drawing on the last. You're building like the scene around you. You're figuring out the different characters, and more characters get added, and it just feels very seamless.
Hmm.
And yeah, I don't know. I could just go on and on about this show. I love it.
I don't know much about it. I can't give my opinion. It looks like
Watch, like one episode of it, or
I don't think I've ever watched even one episode.
you didn't even watch one episode.
No.
You just have to watch one. I mean, like I said, I don't think you're gonna like it. It's definitely more for women, but I don't know. Like I said, it's just if you like watching like it's historical, a bit historical, obviously because they're in what is he, the emperor? She's in the inner palace, with the emperor and all that
It's
stuff.
like looking at me, like I know what I'm talking about.
A little bit of it. Don't even. You watched like 8 episodes because I made you. It's the one thing I'm happy I
I
made.
think I watched like 3.
No, you definitely watched 8.
You
8?
watched 8 Arceus.
I'm pretty sure. Go back on your thing and look when you dropped it.
Yeah, I dropped it after 3.
No, I think I forced you to watch a little more. I don't know. Just watch an episode and then everyone can tell me in the comments if it was good because other people are agreeing with me, so clearly I'm right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
It has an 8 for a reason.
Yeah, it has an 8.76.
I mean,
It-
I'm just saying. It has to be somewhat good.
and it has a lot of people watching it.
Hey,
1,000.
it could have had a 6.84 whatever. Like
Oh, like Medica, yeah.
So my number 1 is right there as well. Yes, you know it. Bang Dream.
Oh, yeah, so like.
I want to
No,
casual.
no, yeah.
Watching 8 animes a season.
I think it's
before.
funny. Our number ones are literally the first 2.
Yeah, my number 1 is Solo Leveling Season 2, Arise from the Shadow. And I'll start with this. Korean works they're really dominating right now. When it comes to the shonen action stuff. I think King David, B72 mentioned God of High School as well as Tower of God. Those are all Korean based as well. I mean, there's a lot of series right now that are really doing well in the Japanese anime world because they're still being animated in Japan. But this comes from a manhwa, which again, if you just look at the names, you can tell they're Korean names. Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't want to assume that you know that, but you can if you knew how Korean and Japanese names are different, you would assume this is Korean. So anyways, yeah, the first episode was epic. I feel like this first episode was not as epic. A lot of people told me that the first episode of season 2 was as epic as the first episode. I honestly didn't think it was that great. I think the second episode of the second season was better. So it is one to be praised for sure. I definitely think that this one is gonna keep moving on, and there's other series that I've read that remind me of this one. So I'm hoping that they pick up more Korean series, at least in the action aspect, because really, I would say these series right here are probably the ones that are kicking the butt compared to shonen. So yeah, what do you guys think? Have you seen Solo Leveling?
Yeah, we both watch it.
You
Yeah,
both
it's
watch
good.
it. Okay, yeah. So I definitely, obviously the whole shocker of them getting stuck again was great in the first episode, but just seeing him in action in episode 2 was, I think, more amazing. I don't know.
Episode 2 is probably my favorite episode of the
Yeah.
season so far.
I mean, I don't know. I have I would never put this on my top 5. That's just my opinion. I think it's a really good show, but even in like season 1, he can attest. Like I had a point when I was like, I think it was the 5th episode where I was like, I just don't want to watch this right now, and then I just had to wait and then binge the rest of it because like I have moments where I'm like, he's overpowered and he could just kind of do anything, and now he doesn't have like a soul, basically.
Yeah.
To be honest, I do miss that. Like, I get it, but I miss that he's not his old self. Kind of like I
Yeah.
wish that he was still a little bit, the character wise, that
Yeah.
he was like his old self in the first couple episodes. I understand that the player and the system kind of like jacked him up and made him have like a different character, but that's just me. I wish he still kind of like
I
acted more like that.
like the first season. He literally murders humans. And even by that point, he's like, whatever. Like, you don't have any reaction other than, oh, well, it's kind of like a monster. Like, bro, I would be like, even if, like, the system's forcing you to do this, first off. I mean, yeah, they were assholes. Or, they were jerks. But, like, you feel no remorse for killing somebody. Even, like, a few episodes ago when you were literally the weakest person, now you just are like, well, I'm strong now, so I don't care if I kill somebody. Like,
Yeah.
you have no remorse for that. That really bothers me. And he
Yeah.
kills more than just them. There's more humans he kills. I understand, like, the numbness as it goes on, but, like, I feel like even, like, a normal person would still feel somewhat of, like, remorse for that.
Yes. Yeah, I understand that. Here is going back to again some connection problems there. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he becomes an OP character pretty quickly there. But I feel like this one, there's more of a there's more of a price that he has to pay, and that's because in this series, what he has to do is when he dies, time reverses. I think like a whole day, and another guy has the same power, or he stole the power from another guy, and the other guy is a douchebag. He uses it to kill people, so he ends up killing himself like millions of times, enough to go back enough in time to when the other guy first got the power, and then kills the guy.
Oh, shit.
So
I did not
um,
do that.
he essentially kind of loses it a little bit from stabbing himself over and over again. But anyways,
I'm
um,
waiting for omnipotent
crazy.
reader's viewpoint and then the beginning after the end, I think.
Oh, there's mama.
Yeah, I believe so.
Mm, yeah.
To be animated, yeah.
Rizwu. That's what they're calling it.
Yeah. I
Riz.
I I think we mentioned most of the stuff that we're watching or really in.
But I want to give more spotlight to like the originals. But if you like Doctor Stone, it's still getting good.
Irvin, how you enjoying Farmagia?
Oh my gosh. Oh wait.
I actually haven't really continued for Margia. I was going to continue it, but I haven't really gotten myself into continuing it. Is it good?
It's just fairy tale.
I think it's fine.
It's kind of just like fairy tale.
Oh,
I
okay.
literally, if you like the fairy tale characters, it's literally them in a different scenario.
Oh,
That's kind of
well.
how I would see it. It's not
Mm,
every single character, but like obviously the main guy's Natsu. Obviously, it's
mm.
literally just Natsu in a different setting.
Oh,
That's it.
yeah. I probably won't watch it. So,
It's a video game. You want to buy the video game? That'd be fun.
yeah, I know it's based out of a game, but yeah, I don't know. It didn't really it didn't really intrigue me too much to watch more of it. I was gonna watch it and do episode reviews on it, but
Like, meh. I get you. Let's see.
I'm trying to think what else I'm watching. I am watching Fruit Master. Fruit Master's all right.
It's okay.
You watching Ghoul School?
No, not watching Go School. Um,
Most of the stuff I'm watching is just okay. I wouldn't say it's like insane enough to mention.
yeah.
It's just like okay, like what was that show? We keep calling it something completely different.
Oh yeah.
Schools I hate in class. That's what it's called.
Oh,
'Cause I never
okay.
call it that.
Getting married to
I'm
the
getting-
girl I
yeah,
hate in the
Yes,
class.
yes. I'm getting married to the girl I hate in class. It's been okay. Like I didn't like the first couple episodes, but then it's been getting better because it's like, oh, it's an actual romance now, and they don't fully hate each other. And wow, it's not a harem, thank God. Literally, I was really scared because his cousin's in it, okay, and she sits on his lap, and that is just wrong. So I was really scared they were about to do some stuff. But no, it's okay. That's not what happens. She's just dumb.
Yeah, I saw that in the first episode. Her being, I think that's the reason I dropped it.
Yeah,
So is
because
it
I
this?
was really gonna drop
Understandable.
it from that. But it gets better, I swear. And I'm not just saying that.
Okay.
It gets
Yeah,
better.
because any like sister or cousin stuff is just I don't know.
Yeah. I don't like that stuff. It's
I'm way too old for that.
Yes. Even I'm way too old for that. That's just strange.
Yeah.
It's your cousin, your sister.
You don't
whatever.
need to be a day old to be like, I'm tired of that.
Oh yeah, yeah. I understand who it's made for, but even who it's made for, they shouldn't have those fantasies.
Yeah, no, those fantasies.
So, anyways, I don't think I have anything else, any other anime that I want to.
Are you watching The Alchemist show?
No.
Possible. You're not? Okay.
So it's just the normal stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, me and Arceus are still watching Trillion Game from last season.
Yeah,
Trillion
I like
Game.
It's pretty good. It's a nice business type show with like high stakes and stuff.
You said the last time you were watching the live action, I think.
Yeah, didn't you mention
I was start watching the live action. Yeah, I haven't yet.
I mean, we're episode
Trillion Game-
16.
yeah.
I mean, 17 is coming.
Yeah, Trillion Game was my favorite anime last season.
Yeah.
If
It's
not-
still good. There's nothing wrong with it. I just think it's just there's other shows right now. Especially
Yeah, I think it has a weaker second core than a lot of the new stuff coming out.
Well, that's just because the main guy is in it. It's
That's
following
good.
the second character.
I think a lot of shows this season are just good, personally.
There's nothing wrong with them. It's just like they're okay. They're fun to watch. You know.
I mean, I'm on the verge of wanting to drop like the Salaryman one, maybe
Yeah.
Honey Lemon Soda. It just depends. I don't know. I think it's good, but I like the manga of Honey Lemon Soda right now. I've been reading a little bit of it. I would rather just look at that than the anime. If I go on my list, I mean, I think Fruit Master is all right.
Yeah.
I mean, the villainous dad one, I mean, I was about to drop that one
Like
until
I
the
said.
cliffhanger. Pharmagia is okay. I like the appraisal one. I think the Guild Girl, like you mentioned, is good. I like 100 Girlfriends. I think it's just amazing. I mean, the Crush at Work is good. Medica's good. Medalist is good. Soul Leveling is good. Sakamoto, as we all mentioned. I'm still watching Shangri-La.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Lots of
We're missing a good like survival series right now.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I don't really feel like Shonen's really dominating this season, personally. I felt like it did that last season, but Shonen just hasn't really...
Well, so lovely. Other than that.
I mean, yeah.
It's not really
I mean,
considered too
What?
much shonen.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even think Sakamoto Days is getting the hype it's, like, supposed to get.
It's still getting some hype, but yeah, not as much as it did prior to the season. I feel like before the season came out, that one was the one that people were talking about. They had high hopes for it, but
Wondered, I guess.
yeah.
Well, people like the manga way more.
People were complaining about the animation and the opening and blah blah blah.
And that's the thing, I don't, and we all have our own taste and everything, but action just has slowly not been a big thing for me lately, action, shonen type stories.
Yeah.
I'm here to just come home and, just watch a romance or something very chill that's in a fantasy world, like I don't,
Yeah.
I don't
Well-
want the bling bling.
Yeah. I still like the actions and horror. I think Sakamoto, like many comedies, sometimes they're just better as mangas. Like,
Yeah.
there's certain stuff that works better for manga, and there's certain stuff that just works better for anime.
I agree. If you really like Honey Lemon Soda, as you were saying, I really highly recommend the manga. Because after last week's episode, I started binging a couple chapters. I kind of liked it. So.
Awesome. Well, if we don't got any more series to mention, I think that's going to be coming close to our end of our live here. Thank you to everyone who's still here, who's still watching us. If you haven't said hi in the chat, make sure you do that before you leave. I think I've mentioned at least everyone once here in the video, unless you were watching and never commented, but you still have a chance now. So,
What about
um,
having people talk about their top, couple animes and you just be like, oh, that's cool.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
If
yeah.
anyone wants to put that in the chat, that's fine. We can roast you or say that we agree.
Yeah, yeah. If you have some stuff, you can leave right now. Some comments. I do appreciate it. Make sure you follow them. By the way, I know Arceus is very active on X. Um, you've posted some stuff here and there here on YouTube. I know you're more active right now on your other social medias. Brittany, I'm guessing you're also more active on X right now. But thank you guys so much for joining me, and just um, talk about your favorite stuff.
Well,
And
Kikaro's watching Pharmagia and Solo Leveling, as far as I'm aware.
Roast him, even though he said I ain't having a roasting session.
yeah.
He's obsessed with Pharmagia, so.
And then King David said that, I'll be honest, I'm only watching Sakamoto's Days to see two of my favorite characters. But Sakamoto Days is still a pretty good show.
I like Sakamoto.
Yeah. Second One Days is good. I mean, like I said, some comedies I prefer just reading them. I don't know if this is one of them. I feel like this one still I would enjoy. I need to go back and just catch up on those episodes because this one's dubbed, right?
Sakamoto, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
so I might just watch
like
the
I
dub.
said, I love the dub.
Yeah.
I like a lot of the voice actors.
I would highly recommend the dub. I would, yeah.
Okay, I might just do that. Anyways, guys, thanks so much. Go follow them. If you haven't subscribed to me, subscribe to me. I do appreciate the love and support. We'll be
Remember
doing
to check
hopefully
out-
what?
I said, remember to check out Medica. It's the best show ever.
Oh my.
Oh, we have a new person here on the chat. Louis Basil said, I am on Solo Leveling and Apothecary Diaries. Yeah, the top two of the season. Those, they're dominating. Like I don't think we mentioned them enough. Season twos are dominating this season, which
That's just crazy.
it's good, but also unfortunate. Like
It
you
really
want
messes up all the good shows.
Like Medica, man.
Oh my gosh.
you want more like better good shows to always be releasing, but at the same time I feel like the high demand also kind of kills sometimes the fact that we get good shows. Like I feel like people sometimes just spit out shows to spit them out.
We can say that with Ari Frutta. Because that's continuing.
Okay, I'm watching that. That's a little hurtful.
Trash! Don't even watch that. We can have an inside joke that I cannot say. Because I just can't. But you cannot tell me that it's not weird that they're in a dungeon and the people that are literally looking like them are a different skin color, and it's so wrong. It is just so wrong. Why do they have to change their skin color to the clones? It's just weird. They shouldn't do that.
but you're watching it, so
I'm not watching it. I just see clips and I just have to laugh because I just can't. I just can't.
Okay. On that note, thank you again for watching this. Racist Feretta. Yeah. And on that note, it really got her. Thank you again for watching. Thank you for the love and support, guys. We'll see you guys next time. Say bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.